Can you please tell us what is cancer and why is it so hard to treat it?
Yeah. So cancer is some cell in your body going wrong, essentially. So it's really difficult to treat cancer because it's made of your own body cells, which means that in many ways, they're not very different to the rest of the cells in your body, apart from at some point, they've mutated. So they've mutated in a couple of ways. So they've lost control of their division and proliferation. So they're growing like crazy. They've lost control of their ability to kill themselves. So usually cells in your body, when they go wrong, will kill themselves because your body is pretty good at having a greater good mindset. So if a cell has gone wrong, it will remove itself from the rest of the body. And they're also hiding from the immune system in a way that allows them to grow into a cancer that becomes a cancer. Because usually your immune system will kind of see something wrong and it will kill it before it becomes a problem. And you've got a few different genes in your body that are like kind of more associated with cancer than others. So you've got some called oncogenes, which are kind of common genes to go wrong that can cause cancer. One's to do with division and proliferation and things like that. Then you've got other ones called tumor suppressor genes, which some of these are the ones that kind of control the cell if it does go wrong. So those will be the ones that are more to do with self-regulation and putting the brakes on if it detects a problem. So you need a few things to go wrong at once for it to become cancer, basically. And it's your own body cells mutating and losing control, basically. They're not trying to hurt you. They've just lost control of their ability to stop.
Perfect. The genetic mutation required to become a cancer cell must include those 3 steps that you mentioned. So the fact that it grows out of control, it cannot be controlled, and cannot be detected by the antibodies.
Yeah. Not necessarily antibodies, but there are many things. There are a few slight variations on that. For example, you can have sort of slightly more rare situations where you have just a cold tumor, which is just a tumor that it's just cells that keep growing, but they've not really got anything on them that's noticeable or detectable, and they just keep going. And they're called cold tumors, but they're really difficult to see by your body, for example. So they don't need many mutations at all. They just need like one. But yeah, essentially, those things are what's required in one way or another. You need proliferation out of control, difficult to detect, and lack of self-regulation of the cell. Yeah.
And so why is it so hard to treat them even if we have a definition that is quite clear and concise?
Yeah, it's tricky you can't really reach inside a cell and pull out the ones that are mutated, right? You kind of have to see the difference on the outside somehow. So if the cells are made of you, they're made of your own cells from somewhere in your body, then they're pretty difficult to see the difference between a healthy cell and a cancer cell. Now, there are a couple of ways that they are differing. The first one being that they divide really fast and proliferate really fast. And the second one being that they're probably mutated in some ways so that even if that's only a little bit of mutation, they've probably got a mutation that changes some of the proteins on the outside of them. Either they're making more of it than usual, making less of it than usual, or making it a bit weird. They've changed some of it, or they've squished 2 of them together or something like that. There are subtle differences that we can try and use to treat the cancer, but you have to find the thing that differentiates it from a normal cell. And those are the 2 main ones.